Hi, friends. It's your girl, Unpredictable Marge, of course, and welcome to Tea Time with me. Have your cup of tea ready and let us sip, 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 and chat. And my cup is ginger and honey. That's all I'm drinking. Now, today we are going to talk about the benefits of touching yourself down there that you don't even realize are good for you. So take a pen, girl. Let's get to it. I've made some notes. Too much for me to remember. And I don't want to leave anything out. I have to share with you. Now, like, really, it's time to talk. Like, to be quite frank with you, for many, many, many years, there's been like the stigma. Like, it's, I guess, been like taboo. We like don't want to like talk about it. I've read in a report somewhere that only 40% of women actually admit to like masturbation. Like, what's up with that? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with you rubbing on that chocha to make yourself feel good? Like, I don't get it. But for some reason, it seems like it's not acceptable. It's only acceptable when the guys do it. That's not fair. No. Girls, I'm going to tell you about some benefits. Once I'm done with like the few seven benefits that I have, it's going to leave you bragging. You're going to be like, oh, yes, girl, I just like finger myself and it was the bomb. Listen to this. The very first benefits, as you know, we are living a very stressful life. The world is so stressful. It's important that you relieve stress. To relieve stress, you need to come. It is shown that once you release that dopamine, that endorphins, like it leaves you feeling like you on top of the world. So the very first benefit of you touching down there is that you want to relieve stress. Why would you not want to take advantage of that? You know, stress kills. You know, stress leads to chronic illness. So, I mean, this is like so cheap. It doesn't cost anything. And I don't have to worry about what I'm putting inside of me because I'm right here. It is me. It doesn't include anyone else. It is just me, my fingers, my hands, maybe some lubrication or not. So take advantage. That's the first benefit. Relieve stress. That's the first one thing. Okay. Second thing on my list is it prevents and it helps heal infection. You're probably like, whoa, it prevents. When you are aroused, it actually opens the cervix. So if there is any bacteria, anything in that tract, urinary tract infection, that mucus, or whatever that's coming out of you, it helps. So you want to do it so you can open the cervix so bacteria or mucus or whatever it is can come out. So yes, let us do lots of more touching so we can open the cervix, so we can let things out of our system. We don't need a man to do it. We can do it by ourselves if a man is not available. You see that? The third benefit on my list is it promotes healthy sleep. It's just like when you have sex with a man, you always wonder, why is it that he's so sleepy? Why is that he goes to sleep right away? Reaching a climax, it's a lot of work, but it's a lot of good work. What I mean by that is you were just working it off, because in your mind, you're kind of like, you're playing this game, like, it's torment. You want to get there. You don't want to get there. You want to get there. You don't want to get there. And then you reach that heart palpitation. Ha, 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 ha. It's a lot of work. So after you do all of that, you become sleepy, but it's a good, healthy sleep. A lot of time after an orgasm, you have a great sleep. Why not sleep yourself to a nice, you know, uh, couple of hours after having a great orgasm that you made happen? See that benefit right there? Healthy sleep after you made yourself come. Let's talk about the other benefit on my list. The other benefit on my list is it boosts your cardiovascular health. Of course it does. Just like when you go to the gym, you do cardio work, you get the heart working, palpitating, it's going, and now you just like you were working yourself to trying to get there, trying to get that spot, trying to get it, moist, trying to get it, you know, stuff situated. And I mean, hello, um, your heart was going, it was racing, you're doing something. So of course, it's like you're practicing, and the more that you do it, it's like an exercise. Of course, you're making your body feel good. So that's another great benefit. It's another form of exercise. Okay, let's go into another one. Another one for you is, I did not know this, okay? It lower your risk of type 2 diabetes. So I read this, I was just like, whoa, I am so doing this. There was a report that showed a study found in participants who masturbated more often, they were less to have diabetes type 2. So the more you do it, the more frequent that you stimulate down there, the less chance of you having diabetes. So why not? What another great benefit? You don't have a man, he's not available, he's working, you have a little bit of time before you get in the shower, before you go to bed, or while you're in your bed. Why not? Let's stimulate down there so we can just kind of like keep the bad stuff from happening to us. Another great benefits is that obviously we all know this. Just like when we have sex with our guys, after we have sex with our guys, or the guys have sex with us, we are left feeling amazing and our mood is improved tremendously. So why would you not want to just touch yourself more often so your mood can be improved? And you know what happens when your mood is improved? Things are a lot lighter, your mind, your thinking process is a lot clearer, and you don't stress yourself, and things are just kind of coming to you. Hello. I mean, happy girl, happy life. Let's stimulate so we can be in a better mood. Okay. Another one, another great benefit is you strengthen your relationship with yourself. And how do you strengthen your relationship with yourself? It's just like, because you know what gets you to reach that climax. You know what you got to do. And the next time that you get with a man, you're able to actually, vocalize, let him know like what you like and what don't you like, because you've had time to practice with yourself. So you having that good relationship with yourself, your body, what does it for you. You can kind of like, avoid you being upset in the bedroom with your man. So if he knows that, like, hey, you know what, I'm gonna try this on her, and then it doesn't do it for you, right then and there you was like, okay, boo, no, that's not what you gotta do. This is what you gotta do. I like it stimulated this way. You know what? I like a little pinky that way. So I mean, fix up the relationship with yourself, so you know yourself, so you can kind of communicate to your partner what to do to to have you get off because you want to get off. You feel me? Another one, okay? Um, let's see, we already talked about that. We talked about diabetes. We talked about this one. I think the last one that I have is that some people, when they have their period, they have headaches, they have like cramps. It is shown that if during the time that you have your period, while you have your period, that you touch yourself, I know that it might get messy, but there are ways to doing it without it getting so messy. And you don't necessarily have to directly touch down there per se, but if you like touch yourself a certain way, it just kind of like it like messes up with all like, the crazy things that needs to come out, and it leaves you feeling, like differently because you're like, releasing like hormones because it's like, you got that, hormones of like, you feeling cray cray, and then you got that feeling good hormones because you're just like feeling on yourself, like feeling on yourself a certain way that it makes your cramps go away. What another great benefit. Why would you not do it? Guys, seriously. I don't want to hear that, oh, if I touch myself today, if I do it myself, I'm not going to enjoy it, when he comes home. Study shows that is not the case. That is not the truth. You can actually pleasure yourself and your man come home. It's a different feeling. Okay. Now, there is a thing that, you shouldn't be excessive with it. If you're excessive with it, of course, you can kind of like, bruise your situation. You can feel tender. You can feel kind of like, irritated. I'm not saying for you to like, you know, over, uh, um, over use of the finger or over use of the toy. I'm not saying that. But in between, periodically, even if you do it once a day, 7 days a week, listen to all these great benefits that you're helping your being, yourself. Why not take advantage? Anywho, it was your girl, Unpredictable Marge. Tea time with me. Remember those benefits to pleasuring yourself, to touching yourself down there. Don't be so scared. Don't be so shy to admit that you do. Do your thing because at the end of the day, there's some great benefits that you can benefit from. I gotta go. That's all I have for you. Deuces.